Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today on Just Jeep It, I'm going to be making a tailgate table for my Jeep Wrangler. Been looking forward to making this project for quite a while, and now I have a really good reason to make it. Heading down to Daytona Speedway next weekend with my brother and his wife to watch the Rolex 24-hour race. And I wanted to roll down there with a tailgate table instead of making all my food and heating up my coffee on the ground. So I got a bunch of stuff in the garage, I got some tools, I got a design in my head. That's all I need, so let's get started. Alright, so I stopped off at Home Depot today to get some aluminum L bracket. Not sure if I need that. Not sure if I need that because I found this little square tubing, so we might use that. I got some flat stock, probably for the hinges. And I had some nutserts left over from the Chief's roof rack job, and I bought a couple little hinges, some chain for the sides, and some little eye hooks. And I bought those because I think I need them, and my nutsert gun, and my pen, which is awesome, tape measure, drill, glasses, and you'll see what I'm going to do with this in a little bit. This is a heat shrink, but got a really cool idea for that. So, well, the first thing I want to do is measure this up, and I'll put a little box here that has all the measurements I use. I'm going to design it kind of as I go, but I'll put a final design and measurements in the little text box. But this is the first piece we got to cut, so let's start with that. Okay, so alright, so like I told you, this is the back of my old dryer. So the measurements I'm going to shoot for will be 12 deep. So pretend like this is the back of the tailgate. So it'll come out 12 inches and we'll go 24 inches across. And I'm going to try to stick to this area because it has like the ribs in the metal that make it a little bit of a stronger surface. So I'll try to measure this here and go across 24. Just obviously probably from here over, so I'm just going to measure this up here. Let's see. Get a T-square. Little product placement. Check out that sticker. It's pretty sweet. They are available at all fine stores. Earphones and eye protector, and let's start cutting. All right, so let's cut the first piece, 24 inches. Oh yeah, that'll be nice and clean. Nice, looking good. Dig it. All right, next up are the side pieces. Ooh. Hot! Jesus. All right, we'll clean these up at the grinding wheel, but those are the side pieces. All right, so let me get the top and I'll kind of show you what we're looking at. Good. All right, so I think to get the full effect, I'm going to put a rivet here and a rivet here just to kind of hold things in place for now. I'll just use some aluminum rivets to go through the table and the little edge here. Probably a good time to replace that rivet drill bit it's seen its share of metal. So of course all my rivets are super long and obnoxious, but it's supposed to be a watch out, a project with things you got laying in the garage. I didn't go out and buy new rivets. Where's my rivet gun now? There you go. That'll look good. Sweet. Oh, red. I like it. Let's put another one right here on this side. Don't drill through your finger. Let's see if I can find a decent size rivet. I'll do the job. There we go. That's pretty sharp. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks nice. Well, there's the finished front edge. Real nice and sharp. And then we'll trim these edges off. And then what I'm going to do is I tried to do 45-degree angles. This little cutter over here really didn't do the job, so I'll just kind of tuck it in under. Yeah, I can get it in there. And then we'll just kind of finish it off that way. Let's see if I can get that in there. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there we go. So we'll just kind of have it look like that. I mean, it's going to be raised a little bit. I think I can live with that. Because I don't like it this way. Because if you just butt it up, then you have that gap. But that looks pretty sharp. I like that. And then I didn't cut it short. But this will be kind of like the place where the hinges will line up, and I'll leave a little gap for that there. So it'll have support on the back, the two hinges maybe right around here, and then between here, there, and there, that should be enough support to keep that whole surface pretty tight. So let's mount the other sides and this back piece, and I think we're almost kind of done construction. Then we just got to worry about mounting and then of course painting and stuff like that. So nice. Table. That's pretty sweet. I'll put a few more rivets up front, but the sides are done. And the good thing about putting these aluminum sides on here is that I kind of went off course a little bit in cutting the outlines for the table. But if you square it up, you can never tell. See, it's a little off here, but when we go to put this piece here for the hinges to kind of attach to, it'll clean that up, and we'll just take that out. That looks nice, man. Just make sure that's square. Sweet. All right, let's continue on. Okay, so now we're at the point where we can start mocking this thing up. Now, I didn't put all the rivets in this bar across here yet because I kind of wanted to mock up where it's going to go. So I measured the center between the grates here, and it's hollow behind here and behind here. So I'm going to put the hinges as far as I can here and as far as I can here, because there's some solid pieces here, and it's probably for the rear tire carrier, because I'm going to use nutserts for back there, and I need some room for the nutsert to sit in. So I'm going to kind of mock it up here. Oh, where's my marker? There it is. So we kind of want to, just going to mark the spot for the hinges. Oh. So they'll sit inboard of this area. So I'll rivet here and here and here, 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 and here. And then we'll just do a quick trial. We'll do a quick trial fit here. So hinges will go there. They'll go up. It's below here. And I've already tested the glass coming down here, no sweat at all. That looks great. I'm going to paint it black so it'll look a lot better. But let's, I think I'll move it over here just a little bit, maybe slightly off center. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hit the hinge, but man, you never know. I think even if you center it, yeah, we're good. I'm not going to go crazy here. Huh, this is going to be sweet. All right, let's finish riveting the back piece, and then we'll start mounting the hinges, and then we'll drill into the body, and then we'll kind of go from there. Sweet. So I got one of the hinges already mounted to the table surface. Just making sure my ideas were working out good before I started taping, and worked out pretty good. A little nerve-wracking to get the hinge to line up and everything, because you got to put you know, this nutsert in, which is a larger drill bit, but I'll show you the whole process. I'll drill one and I'll kind of show you how it lines up. I'm not going to show you all three. It's a little tedious. But the nutsert basically, if you've never seen these before, goes flush through the metal, and then this little, looks like almost like a rivet gun, and kind of screw this in here, and as you apply pressure, it pulls this. You can see the little the markings on the shaft there. It just deforms the metal just a little bit, and it lets it take a bite into that metal, and that's how it holds it. So it's a pretty ingenious idea. Kind of like put a bolt where a bolt doesn't exist, right? Or a nut and a bolt where it doesn't exist. So we'll drill some holes here, get these nutserts installed, and we'll be good to go. I'm pretty darn excited about this. All right. Okay, so now we'll just line these bad boys up. I found that if I drilled the first hole on top, put the nutsert in, and then because these nutserts are raised a little up off the surface, so I'm going to drill this one first, and then once we have that nutsert installed, we'll measure center punch, or I use a little drill bit. I'll drill the center of those two, and then we should be good to go. I should center punch it, but I can't find it, so this will have to do. That looks centered. All right, first hole drilled. I used a little bit of a bigger hole than what it calls for. With the nutsert I have, I should have used a 23/64 drill bit, but I kind of wanted to see how much I can cinch it up with this tool if I used a 3/8 hole. So I'm just kind of testing this out here. I feel like I wanted to get it a little bit more deformed. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I know you can't see it, but yeah, I feel like I got more deformation in there. Get that a little bit tighter. Yeah, that's got it. Oh yeah, that's good and deformed. Yeah, it's tight in there. But that's that. And that's it. And this will go against the tailgate. Ah man, that's gonna look great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the 3/8 drill bit too. Yeah, that's really nice and tight. I was getting it deformed with the drill bit that was just the right size, but I kind of feel like I wanted to cinch up just a little bit more. So if I drill a larger hole, it will allow it to expand more. So I think we'll do that. All right, I'm gonna drill these other two and then I'll bring it back. All right, here's where fame and fortune is made. Lining these hinges up. So what I think I'll do is I'm gonna put the hinges like right around there. I would have loved them to be in those little slots, but that's okay. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. All right, and then yeah, it looks good. Tough to do with one hand, but I think what we'll do, we're gonna mark the center. We'll mark the center. Oh, sorry. We'll mark the center one, and then we'll work off those. So there's the first hole we'll drill. It's still pretty centered. And there's the second hole we'll drill. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Yep. All right. Should work. Should is the key word. Well, let's get to drilling. I'm not gonna stand there the rest of my life holding that thing up. All right. We can always just drill one hole, mount it, put the nutsert in, and then check the other one and drill it through there. So, you know, like a little pilot hole or something. All right, let's get some equipment. All right, we'll drill a little pilot hole here. Oh yeah, good. We got plenty of room to go back there. Excellent. Just sheet metal, so we're good. Oh, well, if you do drill a hole through the other side, at least your tire is there to cover it up. But please don't do that. And then we'll take this nutsert here. Primo. Let's get that in there. Still a little loose. Get that in there a little bit better. Ah, there we go. Got it. Let's see how we're doing. We made those holes a little bit bigger for adjustment. So there we go. You know what I think? If we have these two, if we have bolts on both sides, I wonder if it'll kind of make it tough to close. So maybe we just do one bolt in the center for each. Oh yeah, I think that'll be fine. I don't think you need to drill 3 holes. No, just have one bolt here and 3 here. Or maybe 1 bolt here and 2 here, so they have a place to sit. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. All right. I'm going to finish drilling this, and let's see how it goes. That's perfect. I'll have to have a little latch mechanism here of some sort, but yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I like it. It just comes down like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get chain. I'm going to get a mount here. Goes down here. Mount here. Goes down here. And it'll just poop, come down. It'll lock into place. And away you go. How great is that? Check that out. I'm digging it. Very cool. You know, I wonder if I can get like a piece of diamond plate back here just to kind of put on. You know, if you get like a little stove here, I guess maybe the heat wouldn't transfer to that. That's probably wouldn't if the stove is here. It's not that close. Yeah, that should be okay. Just kind of talking to myself. All right, let's kind of button this up. We'll throw a coat of paint on this evening, let it dry overnight, and then we'll install the other pieces. Well, as you can see, I painted the surface last night with this really nice Rust-Oleum textured black. I love the way that looks, and it really changes the way this thing looks. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So today's wrap up of this little project is we're going to stick these little eyelets on the holes that I drilled last night. We'll install those, and then we'll start putting the chain onto the tailgate so we can line up to here. And I opened up the little eyelet here so I can adjust it, and once we get this thing nice and level, we'll be able to cut the excess off and be ready to rock and roll. So let's start planning out the chain mount and kind of go from there. All right, we have the little eyelets installed now. Little bolt that goes through the back. And now we'll take this chain. You can push it back a little bit here. Sorry about that. We can mark where this is going to be level. Got the level here. All right. I think we're going to put it in the hole right there. All right. I think I'm going to use some self-tapping screws. They're a little bit long, but it's what I have, and I did check to see how far or how deep this door is, and it's way deeper than this, so if not, we'll find out. Right. I think I need to get myself some new drill bits. Perfect. So I bought these little S hooks. I figured I can kind of loop one of the ends around the head of the bolt and then just kind of crimp it down and then leave one of these open so we can just kind of hook it. We'll see. All right. Let's get it level here. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks good. Check that out. And then we'll just again trim this, trim that extra chain. But that's literally it. Oh, that looks sweet. Very nice. Yeah, and that's tilted up. Yeah, that looks good. I dig it. Sweet. All right, let's go do the other side. Okay, so here's a thought. You're on the trail and you're on the side of a mountain and your Jeep is off camber. So if this chain length was at ground level and it was level, what if you're on the side of a mountain and you're making coffee and you have no extra chain to make this level because you're on the side of a mountain? Let's say you're on the side of a big cliff or a big crevasse. Wouldn't you want to make it level with the ground? So I'm going to give myself a little extra chain length so I can change what's level and what's not level. Now, obviously, if you're on a 60-degree angle, you got more troubles that you need to worry about than making coffee and keeping your little tailgate tray level. But I think that's good, and that'll probably bounce around and annoy the heck out of me, but we'll worry about that later. And it's not like a big boat anchor chain here, with just this little bitty chain. But yeah, that's cool. Wait until you see what I do with this exposed chain. How you're gonna dig it. Okay, so got some heat shrink tubing, and we're gonna put the heat shrink tubing kind of like right there to right there. And this is in my Amazon store. The link is in the comments. But we'll just kind of cut. I think it'll look pretty sweet. Let's heat it up. Maybe it'll help reduce the noise of the chain against the tailgate. Maybe it'll enhance it. I don't know. All right, there we go. Okay. I don't have a heat gun, so we'll just apply, hopefully some, there we go. Use what you already have, right? That'll harden up. So this is pretty cool shrink tube. It not only does the plastic shrink, but it has like an adhesive inside, so it'll stick right in there and just kind of form it as it's cooling. And that should, oh man, that really turned out good. It's kind of what I wanted. Perfect. And that's how we'll close it. So I'll get a washer and maybe like a wing nut or something like that. But for now, I just gotta remember to bring this when I go. So if not, I'll be like, wow, I made a table and now I can't use it. That would be exciting and typical. I should probably just put this in the Jeep right now. Yeah, how sweet is that? Let's put this table to good use. Well, that's a wrap on this video. I really enjoyed making this little table, and I think the thing I like the most is that I pretty much used everything I already owned. It didn't cost a lot of money, and I love the way it turned out. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment box. I'll get back to you. Looking forward to trying this out down at Daytona International Speedway for the Rolex 24 next weekend in Florida, where it's a lot warmer. It's really cold here in Pennsylvania today. So take care of yourselves, take care of your Jeeps, and we'll catch you on the next video. Nick, this coffee's for you. I'll see you next weekend, man. Bye now.